Wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet each and every one of you. Still on German tour to propagate the gospel and to bring about the questions and the answers that we need for the restoration of Biafra. And as you know, the topic looks like I said, it's a German one-man city tour by Odinkemma N Nwachineke. And the topic is about the advice that the Deputy Chief Ambazonia of the Defense Force gave to the HOD. And this time around, we are going to play the video. And in this video, you are going to see what almost everything that he said on that particular advice he talked about. You know what I'm saying now? That Anyaba and Mazi Odinkemma have already did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying now? Now, the rest upon us. Because in life, there is always a generation upon generation. And this is our own generation. This is our own generation. This is the man that I'm talking about. This is the man that I'm talking about. This was the man that Nwachineke anchored in IPOB Rapture Media on the 3rd of April 2022. Now, let us listen to this. Let us listen to this.
And we know for sure that our relationship is not just IPOB. It's the Mazi Odinkemma and the IPOB, Dr. Joe Ayaba and the governing council. They intend to bring the Amazonian people and the Biafran people together so that both states and organizations can work together. So we always focus on that. So that tomorrow, if our leaders are not there, even if our organizations are not there, our people will know that the people who were really heroes, who were true selfless leaders, have shown us the light. They are like Jesus. They have shown us the way. This is the way you can do.
This is exactly what we're talking about. This is exactly, they have shown us the way. They have shown us the way. What left for us now is to pick up from where they start. You know what I'm saying now? To pick up from where they stop. Are you hearing me? Please type on the comment section because the video just freezed. Video just freeze. Type on the comment section if you're still hearing me. The video just freeze. It just freeze. The video just freeze. If you're hearing me, please type on the comment section. These two leaders have shown us the way. For example, Mazi Odinkemma is not there physical with us. So we have to pick up from where he stopped. You know what I'm saying now? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Johannes, Abo, loud and clear. Thank you very much. These two leaders have shown us the way. So we have to pick up from where they stopped. We have to pick up from where they stopped. So we cannot go back to go and begin to do what they have already. No, we have to pick up from where they stopped. Let's continue.
Freedom, and I believe Mazi Odinkemma. I believe in his leadership. I believe in Dr. Joe Ayaba and their honesty and their commitment to our flag. And they have shown us that this is the right way.
Excuse me. I want you to repeat what you just said. You said you believe.
You know the reason why Nwachineke stopped him? Because they believe that DOS is all and all. Even though that they know that DOS is not doing many things correctly. Who is calling me, please? You understand? Even though that they know that DOS are failing it in so many ways. So when the Mr. Capo Daniel said that he believed in the leadership of Mazi Odinkemma, he believed in the leadership of Ayaba. You know what I'm saying now? Now you have to now pause him for him to go back and ask him, do you mean that you believe in the leadership of Mazi Odinkemma, which means you believe in the leadership of DOS? Of course, he believed in the leadership of Mazi Odinkemma. He believed in the leadership of DOS, but DOS are not getting it right. You know what I'm saying now? If DOS is getting it right, there is no way that you are going to invite this man to come and tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying now? Because the reason why you call this man is to help you. You know what I'm saying now? The reason why I am doing what I'm doing right now is to also help you. You know what I'm saying now? For you to key in into what the autopiloters are doing. Because whatever he's saying is exactly what we are already doing. You know what I'm saying now? We, the people who have seen that this is exactly what we have to do, we need to pick up from where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stop. You know what I'm saying now? So that is why they call him to invite him to seek for a help. You know what I'm saying now? To seek for a help. You know what I'm saying now? So let's continue.
On the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is DOS. Is it what you're saying?
Oh, 1000%. Thank you. 1000%. I have zero doubt.
Thank you.
This man is somebody that has been chosen by God to lead the Biafran people. He has done everything from the time he escaped from the lion's den and he came out within a short period of window. The word that he has said has laid the foundation for Biafran freedom. He has done everything already. The only thing I can advise, because we have a lot of problems each time I also have a platform where I talk.
Now this is the place. This is the place now. This is the main thing. He said the only place that he can advise, because like I said, they invited him to come and advise them. You know what I'm saying now? They invited him to come and advise them because they have seen that they themselves have seen that they are failing it. And the more they are making mistakes, the more autopilot is growing stronger. So what you have to do is to join hands together. If you know the things that you have done wrong before, you know what I'm saying now? To turn around and begin to do things right. You know what I'm saying now? Now, look at the advice, what he said. You are going to see, because I took my time to extract all the words of these points that he talked about. I took my time to listen to it, you know what I'm saying now? To pick every word and to make sure that I extract it. Now, listen to it, listen to what I'm just preaching from the man by himself. The only thing that he can advise, the only thing that he can advise, and he's not advising this thing as an official, you know what I'm saying, with the relationship that the Ambazonia and the Biafran have, but he's advising this as a personal individual. You know what I'm saying now? Now, on your mind, somebody who is wise need to take this advice. Now listen.
People say don't talk about Biafran politics, internal politics, because as a partner we must stick to organizational relationship. But I'm not saying this as the deputy defense chief. I'm speaking as a citizen of Amazonia and somebody who wants Biafra to be free. This is my advice I would give to the Biafran people.
Listen.
And to the leadership of the IPOB. As an independent person, not as an official. Do not expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to say anything to you again. You are just putting.
You see? The only advice that he can advise to Biafrans and the leadership, which is DOS. I don't miss any words. You know what I'm saying now? I don't miss any words. The only thing that I can advise the leadership and the DOS. Now listen.
Unbearable burden to a man who is paying a huge price for his people's freedom. Allow him in peace and focus to liberate the people. He has said everything that he wants to say. If you doubt or you are going through some difficulties and challenges, go back to his speeches where he was free and listen to what he said. Don't listen to what he's saying now. Not because he's not capable, not because of anything, but for strategic reason, for sanity reason. Focus on what he told you before he was in jail. Focus on what he did before he's there, and you will get your freedom so easily. Because right now, I don't want to say anything controversial because we have a big project in June. But what I will tell you is that I don't know if I should say this, we're almost done, right? It's like we're out of time.
Please, I think you are going to give us more like 30 minutes, because is it possible? The man in charge, the leader of DOS, is going to come up today, but we still have some time. He's going to come up on 7:30. So we still, if you can give us also 30 minutes, because I still have more questions to ask you. And before I will go further, but I have to say this to our people, because I am kind of a man that don't use political correctness. Whenever I'm doing my things, I always nail it. And I will say this in a word that our people will understand. Pardon me by saying this. Simon Eba, I hope you have heard it. Simon Eba Njoko, I hope you have heard what Papa Daniel said.
What did he say? He said that we need to pick up from where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stop. And this is exactly what I am doing. This is exactly what Simon Eba is doing. This is exactly what everybody who believes in the struggle is doing. You know what I'm saying now? The thing that remains now is for the DOS to cue in. So simple. The time of using a kind of strategy to fight for freedom is over. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done that. We need to do something that will hurt Nigerian government. You know what I'm saying now? Economic sanction, total economic sanction. They need to feel the pain. But you gotta hear it from this man. Because when you are saying that Simon Ekpa, have you heard what he's saying? He is saying exactly what Simon Ekpa is talking about. He's saying exactly what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying now?
That he believes on the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is the OS, led by Mazi Dosium. And I hope those gullible ones that are following Simon Ekpa have heard that the Amazonians, they are full in support. And not in support, they are in combine of this movement that we are going to have in June 14 and 15. They are partner on it. I hope every one of us understand this. I hope our people are listening very careful, because I call people by their names so that they will understand. Simon Ekpa, please stop all this your nonsense. You will have to stop all this your nonsense. And we are going to bring the Oduduwa people too. My brother Mazi, do you still want to say something before I will move straight to the next question?
Of
Because
course,
we
you
already
want to say something.
said everything that we want to hear. Believe it, we are going to cut this particular place. We are going to cut it, and we're going to distribute it to everybody. Do you want to?
You know the reason why that they invited this man? They invited him, number one, to clarify about the world protest that is coming up. You know what I'm saying now? This is number one. You know what I'm saying now? Number two is to advise them. You understand? But they have not treated about the people who are threatening to poison people. They have not talked about that. And one of the person who love to go protest. And what I'm doing right now is one man protest, which I said it about months ago. That I'm going to be. I will make sure that I tour the whole 16 states here in Germany. You know what I'm saying now? This is another city. I've done one before, early in the morning today. I am still doing another one today. So I'm the kind of person who love to go protest. And each time we go to protest, you know what I'm saying? After protest, people voluntarily bring things for people to refresh. So you need to treat the issue. You know what I'm saying now? These are the things that we're talking about. Now listen more what this man is saying.
Say something before I move straight, because that's a very important question again that I want to ask. I know that. Please give us that time, please. 30 minutes is enough. We are done. Thank you.
So I will speak as an activist and a freedom fighter, not as an official of the Amazonian Governing Council.
Good.
When I say this, avoid people who use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to justify their position in your liberation movement. Avoid them at all costs. The enemy of Biafra will use anybody and will not stop to infiltrate everybody. Assume that every organization is possibly infiltrated or under the influence, because there are people, the way Nigeria works is they have people who contact you to advise you, to influence you. They will continue to do that. They also use other means to affect people and influence them. And the greatest thing you can do for people that have been subjected to a level of disenfranchisement from a state, stripped of all their dignity, is their ego. They play into your ego and the egos of your leaders so much that it will make them to become blind to common sense and practical things that will lead you to your freedom. I've been in many meetings, I've been called in many private meetings with many separate leaders of your group, especially the Biafrans in the United States, to provide them with advice, because I lead an intelligence department in our movement that have access to a lot of information and a lot of intelligence, and I've given them the same advice. Be very practical, be very accommodating, and do the right thing irrespective of who created an initiative. Just because you are right today does not mean that another person will not be right tomorrow. Stop attacking.
Did you see? Everything is turning around. You have to be strategic. Air people opinion. It doesn't matter who bring that particular opinion. We have to embark on this total economic sanction. It doesn't matter who bring. This is what this man is talking about. Let's continue.
Things that are right and things that make sense. Stop taking positions just because somebody else has taken another position.
Good.
A true patriot will go out of his way to shake the hands of his enemy.
Good.
To do the right thing for their country.
Good.
And will leave behind a good example.
Good.
So every leader, in every activist, everybody who have a platform should always come around patriotism. Good. Nationalism. The Biafra movement have been built on what makes their ingredient as a people. But now, with the stage where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have kept the movement of Biafra, it has to move away from agitation. It has to move away from protest at home. It has to get into, the leadership has to move it into nationalism, internationalization as they're doing with this protest, and focus more on what brings you people together, your nationalism. Institution. Leadership should sharpen institutions. Institutions should sharpen leadership and initiatives are the tangible things that you should look forward to. So when there are initiatives, you put aside your partisan cap and fall and get it to work.
When there is an initiative, if somebody initiated something, an idea, if somebody initiated an idea, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. Some time ago, last year, myself and one other comrade in Bremen, we organized how to bring this family to be more accountability, to register each family to be registered, have their own online account, and in this online account, the national coordinator will have access to it, unit coordinator will have access to it, Madam Finance will have access to this account that the people will pay in. There is a lot of things that we list there. You know what I'm saying now? There is a lot of things. When we register this account, and each time we want to do something, if somebody want to go and change his own international passport to declare himself as a stateless, it will be very, very easy. With that registered, you can now be able to know how many IPOB registered members and are in each unit. It will now link to the database of the European or United Nations. It will also give a room that those people that they call Nigeria, that they are not Nigeria, but actually they are Biafrans. Because majority, or if not all of them who have been registered, will do away with their Nigerian passport, declare themselves stateless, have United Nations passport, that they can go anywhere without any harassment. You know what I'm saying now? But because that the person who brought that idea, he is not, he doesn't belong to the class. To the class. It is not my idea. It is an idea from a comrade in Bremen, and he told me that he have told this to the national coordinator of Germany, Mazi Odinkemma N. But each time you tell him that this is what you have to do, this is what we have to do, he will float it. You know what I'm saying now? And he told me again, I say, repeat those things again. As he is saying it, I was writing those things. Could you believe that document that I sent to the HOD Nwachineke and through us in Albania and the European rep? I list down those things that I'm talking about how to make this great family to be accountable. You know what I'm saying now? I put it there as an idea from a comrade in Bremen, while I am just the person who is writing it. Assuming that they hear what we talked about at that time, you know what I'm saying now? You see what is going on? It will not happen. It will not happen. Let's continue. Because the man talked about, it doesn't matter who brings the initiative, you have to implement it. Let's continue.
You get into a place where you are unable to support initiatives simply because of ideological differences or personality differences.
Good.
Then, my brother, ask your wife to scratch your head and ask you that, where have you kept your Biafran flag? Remember, at the end of the day, all of you have Biafran flag.
This same thing that he talked about, Mazi Odinkemma N have said it. Any man that will go and sleep well, you know what I'm saying now? The wife need to divorce him. Any man that does not have this Biafra at heart, you go to bed, you sleep well like a baby, then there is something wrong with your head. This is what he talked about. Your wife needs to scratch your head. Let's continue.
Remember that. So that is all I have to say. I don't want to get too personal to call names of your leaders because that will not be very proper for me. But if I give advice like that, I hope I have tried my best.
Yeah, you do. You have already advised them there and they are listening. And some of you that are just joining us right now, who you're seeing direct on your screen right now is Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of Amazonia, the Deputy to Show Ayaba. I hope every one of us understand who is our guest today. And as we are moving forward, I thank you very, very much for this more explanation, because believe it, you nail it. You nail it. You tell us what we want to hear. You really tell us exactly what we want to hear. But I something I want to let you know. There is some group of people, they call them autopilots. They have no leader. Of course, I know that they have already reached you people. But I want you people.
You see, would I call it envy or jealous? Would I call it somebody who lacked the capacity to lead? And somebody picked it up from Mazi Odinkemma N where he stopped. You are focusing on attacking that person. You are focusing on calling that person's name. Instead of you to listen, the man said he don't want to begin to mention the names of your leaders. He don't want to get too personal, because they themselves, they are seeing, they are watching, they are seeing what is going on. He don't want to call names. Listen, that is why I'm hammering on this issue. That is why I am hammering on this issue. The same way that I hammered on the issue of protest. The same way I hammered on the cancellation of a letter bombardment. The same way I hammer on the worldwide cancellation of protest. You know, so that is the same way I will be hammering on this issue, this advice that he gave to them.
To be careful of some people call themselves autopilot. These people have no leader, and they are telling us that they are fighting for Biafran liberation. I want you people to beware of any man that will come and tell you that they are.
Now, let me clear this now. Mazi Odinkemma N, in one of his broadcasts, he said, we have plan 1, plan A, we have plan B, and we have plan C. If plan A did not work, we are moving to plan B. If plan B did not work, we are moving to plan C. So you have to now ask yourself, where did these people who are speaking the truth, who picked it up from Mazi Odinkemma N where he stopped, which plan do they fall in? Did they fall in plan B or plan C? Because plan A have failed. Plan A sold Mazi Odinkemma N. Plan A cancel everything, jeopardize everything that will make sure that Nigerian government is feeling it hot. Plan A failed it. Now we are talking about plan B and plan C. So where did the so-called autopilot, because I call it the people who speak the truth, the people who say it the way it is. Mazi Odinkemma N said, whenever truth leads you, you have to follow it. You understand saying now? So Mazi Odinkemma N is our leader. Not that we don't have leader, but we say that we are not going to listen to him, because there is a difference between somebody who has been arrested, just like this super cop, this criminal super cop. He was arrested, and now he's in Kuje prison, having his freedom. His wife is cooking for him, bringing for him, and there is a difference that somebody being kidnapped, somebody who has been kidnapped for 8 days, nearly killed him. How do you expect that person to have a freedom? So how do you expect to take order from that same person? You understand what I'm saying now? Mazi Odinkemma N is our leader. So anybody that asks you who is the leader of autopilot, tell that person that Mazi Odinkemma N is the leader of autopilot. Tell that person that Mazi Odinkemma N say in one of his broadcasts that we have plan A, we have plan B, and we have plan C. Tell that person that Mazi Odinkemma N say that he is looking for 100 men. That upon the years that he's servicing, he's doing service of Biafra, he have never seen less than 15 people. If you go to DOS, I don't know how many they are. Maybe they are more than 200. Maybe they are more than 300. I don't know how many they are. But upon all that number, you cannot be able to find 100 men. Mazi Odinkemma N said it. So Mazi Odinkemma N is our leader. Anybody that asks you, who is your leader? Tell that person that our leader is in DSS dungeon. He was kidnapped. And we said we are not going to take order from him, because there's a difference between somebody who has been kidnapped and somebody who has been arrested. Make a reference of Abba Kyari. He was arrested. He is now in Kuje prison. His wife is cooking, bringing for him. But our leader Mazi Odinkemma N did not give him that same privilege. They did not allow him to go and take his medical treatment. You understand saying now? They did not allow him to change clothes. So how do you expect to take order from that person? You're going to hear everything. You are going to hear it here. Let's go.
Autopilot. I will stop it there. I just want you people to take note. Now, my second to last question is this. You can, if you want, you brief it so that we can be able to conclude. So, my next question is about the leader of Amazonia, who is today in the prison. Sisiku Ayuku. Yeah. So, what are you people are doing to free him to join his own people back? I just want you to tell us about him because, believe it, this man is a great man. This man have paid a lot. It's exactly what our leader is doing today. The leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Odinkemma N. He's there fighting for me.
This is an attack. I will say the way it is. This question that he asked him, it is an attack. It's a mockery. If we're going to listen to this, you are going to hear when this man say that they have control, 70% control of their land. Physically, they have control of their land, 70%. They are not giving chance to the Cameroon government. Are they not doing something to free the man? Of course they are doing. It is because they want to turn it around. I want somebody to tell, not somebody to say, because I know he is listening. Nwachineke, I want you to invite me. Invite me. Let us have a one-on-one debate. Me and you, let us have one-on-one debate. No phone call. Nobody comes in. Just you and I. You know what I'm saying now? We have only one person that will come and moderate us. And we are going to use time. If it is 5 minutes, let us use 5 minutes. I want you to contact me. Contact me. Let us have one-on-one debate. Let us have one-on-one debate. Somebody will be a neutral there in order to do what? To moderate us. The person is not going to speak. We are not going to receive any call. Just you and I. One-on-one debate. One-on-one debate. You know what I'm saying now? Because if you people don't want to do what you're supposed to do, we are going to force you to do what you're supposed to do. If you people don't want to do what you're supposed to do, we are going to force you to do what you're supposed to do. It's a must. So, Nwachineke, I know you're listening, or you are going to listen to this. Somebody is going to send it to you. Tell Nwachineke, let him contact me. Let us have one-on-one debate. You understand what I'm saying now? Let us have one-on-one debate. I have had the debate with about 3 people now. You know what I'm saying now? Let us have one-on-one debate. Let's go.
Is there suffering today because of I and some and many of our people in Biafra land? Why others are there castigating him? And you know the worst part of it is like some of these people, they are using the name of Mazi Odinkemma N as their leader. I want you to tell us about the leader of Amazonia who is today in prison. What are you people doing to free him? Thank you.
Yeah, our leader in jail, Sisiku Ayuku, he is the head of his organization. Is called the Amazonian interim government of Amazonia, and I was his ambassador to Asia and the Middle East as well. I have served him as an activist, and when our struggle started, it started as a revolt because we also have a nationalist movement that was going on right from the time Cameroon took control of our territory. But it really took speed in 2016, where our people rose up against marginalization and the imposition of French in our system. So he emerged as the leader of the joint platform that was created then. And there was a lot of infighting, a lot of debates during the time of his leadership because he was, the people who brought him to power, they were having a lot of strong hand against him, and it was very nasty politics. And unfortunately, this very good man who have done so much for our people was kidnapped in Nigeria, in Biafra. Not in Biafra, in Nigeria, in Abuja, in Naira Hotel, and was renditioned back to Cameroon illegally. So since then, his organization was taken over by some people who, by their own actions and their own testimony today, have proven that they have been working with the Cameroon government. They are publicly, their friends have publicly come up with evidence that they were bribed and they have brought scandals and a lot of shame to our movement. But I think that we have gone past that. In terms of what we are doing to free him, the Amazonian government.
You hear what he said? After all the betrayal, he said that they have gone past that level. We're going to place it because he asked me a question. What are you people doing? And when you see people speaking from their heart, you are going to know. When you see people who are running from the truth, you are going to know. You know what I'm saying now? They said that they have gone past that level. They have gone that past level. They are in control. That is why this man said that we need to chase away Nigeria out of Biafra land so that Biafra can be able to have a space to have her freedom. Please share this program. Share this program and send it to Nwachineke. I'm calling him for a debate. Me and him, one on one. I am calling him on a debate. I have met him in Berlin on the 9th of July 2021 when we had a protest in Berlin. He interviewed me. He appreciated my work. He appreciated my Hausa work. You know what I'm saying now? He appreciate. Send this message to him. Ask him, let him call me for a debate. You know what I'm saying now? If the zoo government will not allow me to use my platform, I will go and use another person's platform. I am not greedy. You know what I'm saying now? I will go and use another person's platform. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying now? It does not matter whose over platform that I use, but let him come in for a debate. Let us have a debate, one on one. A neutral person will be there. You know what I'm saying now? And this one is not that you will be running away from questions. No, you cannot be able to run away from questions. And when we ask you a question, you give the answer. You must say something. Just like when I asked Methuselah after I be point 11 points of autopilot achievement, I asked Methuselah, can you tell me 11 points of DOS achievement since last 10 to 11 months? He did not answer that question. You know what I'm saying now? He did not answer that question. You know what I'm saying? So send this message also to Nwachineke. Let him come in for a debate. Money and one on one. A neutral person will be there. The person will not say Piakam. That person's job is to do what? Just be operating time for us. Obucha. Because we must stop all this nonsense. We must stop all this nonsense. Let's continue. He asked him, what are you people doing to release your leader? After seeing what he said they have gone past that level. They have gone past that level. Let's continue.
Council that has emerged as the biggest movement now for our liberation movement. For us, we believe in liberation through the liberation of our people. We believe that political prisoners represents the image of they are like the flagship of the struggle. They are the face of the struggle, and our aim to our way to release them is not through the legal means. We propose the spending of huge sum of money to hire local.
Did you hear what he said? They believe the way to release their leader, it is not the way of legal team. I said this in one of my programs that the legal team, they are just extending the time. They are just playing the rules that the Nigerian government set for them. But they are not the people who are going to release him. It is we. It is you. And through this advice, I'll be hammering on this issue, on this my talk of 16 states here in Germany. This is the topic that I'll be using. This, if you see this topic, this is the topic I'll be using. You know what I'm saying now? Autopilot is not your problem. Mazi Odinkemma N is our leader. We fall into the plan B or plan C. You know what I'm saying now? We fall into plan B or plan C. Mazi Odinkemma N say we have plan 1, plan A. If plan A did not work, we are going to apply plan B. If plan B did not work, we apply plan C. And Mazi Odinkemma N said that what he knows, you know what I'm saying now? He give one to Biafrans, give another one to DOS, that the rest, he himself know it. You think as Mazi Odinkemma N is dead, you think he's sleeping. That man is praying. He is praying on a 247, praying to Chukwu Kabiam to direct us on what to do. You know what I'm saying now? He is speaking to us, communicating to us spiritually. You know what I'm saying now? Communicating to us spiritually for us to do what we are supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that is all he can do. He cannot come out to begin to tell you, do this, do that. Somebody who they have not allowed him to take his medical treatment. They have not allowed him to change his eyeglass. They have not allowed him to wear ishiago. They have not allowed, they deprived him so many times. They humiliate him so many times. And you expect such a person to come and tell you what to do. You need to go and tell your wife to scratch your brain.
We are representing in the Cameroon court because we believe that you don't give freedom to the court system.
You see?
For us, we believe that the best way to liberate him is to fight Cameroon on the back.
Good.
2 days ago, our forces carried out an operation and they arrested the newly appointed senator.
Let me take this back again. Let me take this back again. They did not believe to fight Cameroon. They did not believe to fight Cameroon through the court, but they believed to fight Cameroon through the back door. They believe to fight Cameroon through the back door. Send this message to Nwachineke or any other official in that DOS. I have interviewed Emeka and Mbutochukwu DOS, aka Emeka. Not the interview. I have debated with him. He failed woefully. All he can tell Biafrans is, soldier come, soldier go. Barrack remain. So we'll be doing soldier go, soldier come. Fulanis, they are so busy, hurry to Islamize everybody. We are doing soldier go, soldier come. So that means Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Another person will replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be there. Which is Chike Dosiem and China Sanworu. That is what he's telling us. So send this message to Nwachineke. Let me ask them question. Let us have the debate. Look at the way you invited the second in command of Ambazonia. He came. But you people are running away from a debate. You are running away from a question. You know what I'm saying now? You are running away from a question. On the 23rd of February 2022, I called Radio Biafra to ask China Sanworu if they are going to implement that thing that they promised Biafra starting from the 1st of April 2022, which is no more Fulani cow. He got so mad. You think I care? If you're mad, I don't fucking care. I don't care. I ask you what I need to ask you. You know what I'm saying now? Because we have gone in a stage that you tell us that there's going to be a sit at home. Nobody asks you question. Because if I know what I know now, I would have begin to hammer on that issue of sit at home starting from the 5th of November down to the 10th of November. I would have been hammering on that issue. That you see that Fulani are getting it hot now, their cow. They are killing their cow in our forest. It is the effort and achievement of autopilot. You know what I'm saying now? So call them out. Let us have a debate. To Nwachineke, let us have a debate one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling you out, Nwachineke. Let us have a debate. Come on, can we debate? Let us have a debate. Let's continue.
He emerged as the leader of the joint platform that was created then. And there was a lot of infighting, a lot of debates during the time of his leadership because he was, the people who brought him to power, they were having a lot of strong hand against him and it was very nasty politics. And unfortunately, this very good man who have done so much for our people was kidnapped in Nigeria, in Biafra. Not only Biafra, in Nigeria, in Abuja, in Nera Hotel.
You know, our leader talked about this, their leader. He said, why would he go to the Fulani? Why didn't he come in Biafra land for us to protect him? You know what I'm saying now? Why would you go to the Fulanis? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Why would he go there? There it is government versus government. Nigeria and the Cameroon, they joined forces together to fight Biafra and Ambazonia because they saw that Ambazonia and Biafra, they are now one. Our leader talked about it. That he should have come to Biafra land. We are going to protect him. Nothing will happen to him. I'm telling you honestly. That is why this generation, my generation, we are doing everything humanly possible. Let us reset the mindset and brain of this GOS because they have failed woefully. You know what I'm saying now? They have failed woefully. They have failed woefully. But it's because of that authorities, right? still rests upon them. That authority, it still rests upon them. That is why we are doing everything what we can do to help them. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also say in one of his programs said that whoever a position is given, you need to help that person. And this is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying now? This is exactly what I'm doing. They have failed woefully. They have failed woefully. Let's continue.
And was rendition back to Cameroon illegally. So since then, his organization was taken over by some people who, by their own actions and their own testimony today, have proven that they have been working with the Cameroon government. They are publicly, their friends have publicly come up with evidence that they were bribed and they have brought scandals and a lot of shame to our movement. But I think that we have gone past that. In terms of what we are doing to free him, the Amazonian Governing Council has emerged as the biggest movement now for our liberation movement. For us, we believe in liberation through the liberation of our people. We believe that political prisoners represents the image of they are like the flagship of the struggle. They are the face of the struggle, and our aim to our way to release them is not through the legal means. We oppose the spending of huge sum of money to hire lawyers to represent him in the Cameroon court, because we believe that you don't get freedom through the court system. For us, we believe that the best way to liberate him is to fight Cameroon on the battle. 2 days ago, our forces carried out an operation and they arrested the Cameroon appointed senator representing in our territory, and we have asked for prisoners exchange through the International Red Cross. We believe to release.
So simple. They believe to fight them through the battlefield, through the back door. I call it the back door. He called it in a battlefield. And few days ago, because this program was conducted on the 3rd of April 2022, they kidnapped a senator and you want to use him for an exchange of a prisoners. This is eye for eye. Let's continue.
Somebody who was kidnapped by Cameroon State. The only best way to do is to arrest people that are of similar caliber within the Cameroon State for them to do that exchange. When it's war, it's war. The arrest of a leader like that is a declaration of war. So we don't think that you go and be arguing with them in their court system, quoting their kangaroo laws, thinking that you get anywhere with it. So for us, we are fighting. We do support them financially in terms to maintain their dignity while they are prisoners of conscience, and we go to the battlefield. Our previous,
you see, they do support them financially, but Chinasa Nwuru is busy squandering the money, using it to build mansions everywhere, sabotaging, killing people. If you talk, if you ask questions, they will kill you, just like as they killed the King Jaja. They killed King Jaja. They killed Ikonso. It's a work of Chinasa Nwuru. But you have time to repent. All of you have time to repent. If not, I'm telling you honestly. If not, sorry. I'm telling you honestly.
He's not the first one who has been put in jail. Our first leader who was put in jail, we carried out a special commando that trained for over 2 years and brought him out of prison in Cameroon and to move him into Biafra and into Nigeria, and the guy now is in the United States. He's called Dr. Ebenezer Kwanga. So we believe that if you put your mind truly to do something, you can do it. And that is how we are doing for him. We are using other ways to move him other than the legal paths. I know he's made a contribution.
You see what they said? Their first leader was kidnapped by Cameroon government. And they have to train a special commando, just like Ikonso. Because at the end of this program, he mentioned the name of Ikonso. They trained a special commando that went to the Cameroon prison and break him out, send him to Biafra land. Now he's in America. You also say now, you guys need to learn something, and you must adhere to this advice. Must.
If I may say this to you guys, there was a time when some of your let me keep that one out of organization because I don't want to get fired. Every time I talk about Biafra, I get like a lot of phone calls to tell me, please don't talk about Biafra now. Let's continue the good job we're doing at the back door. That is good, but we also have to engage people publicly. There are people who have been right now, the Nigerian government, or let me put it in parables, a slave master is very satisfied and is very happy to discuss with the slave, to discuss about reducing their working hours and giving them small privileges here. They are saying, oh, this one is not good, this one is not good. They are very happy with those type of cases because they have accepted their situation as slaves So all they want is that they should give them more water to drink and more time to rest and rights to have children or not to have children. The slave master is very happy with that. He's okay to that. So I would say right now, Nigeria is very happy to have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go through this again. Going to court, different lawyers coming and arguing, they give them points here and there, they make victory, legal victory here and there, and they're happy. It gives Nigerian government a chance to tell the different people who have not embraced their nationalism that our legal system is working. There can be justice here. It's a charade. It plays well in their hand. And it diverts the Biafran people away from what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing. Trust me, Nnamdi Kanu have said that Biafra must be free. He's willing to sacrifice his life, and he has put his life already. He has sacrificed that life. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not like you to be focusing yourself on him, but rather he will want you to focus yourself on the program that he has set ruling. Because the Nigerian government arrested, kidnapped him because they wanted to stop that program, not him as a person.
Thank you very much.
What he was doing. So that
Talking from experience. Talking from experience. You understand what I'm saying now? Talking from experience. Anybody that is commenting negative here, just come up for a debate. Ogucha. Anybody that is commenting negative, just write me on the comment section. You understand what I'm saying now? Let us have a debate. You don't need to be commenting nonsense here. Just come out, let us debate. Because the game have changed. So you don't need to begin to comment nonsense. Come out, let us debate. Actually, with debates constantly. And that is why I'm calling out Nwachineke. Let me and him have one-on-one debate. You know what I'm saying now? He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not want you to focus on him because they kidnapped him in order to stop the agitation. I mean the restoration of the Afra. Not to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a person, but to stop this movement. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not want you to focus on him, but he wants you to put your eyes on the ball. Keep your eyes on the ball. That is the reason why I told Methuselah that my eyes is on these two government bodies, the DOS authority and the Nigerian authority. I don't focus my eyes on the individuals, unless if I want to give you advice. You know what I'm saying now? If I call your name, then there is a reason. Just as I'm calling Nwachineke. I am calling Nwachineke that interviewed this man. I'm calling Nwachineke, Nwachineke that interviewed this man. Let him call me for a debate. Let us have a debate. You know what I'm saying now? So that we can be able to iron things out. Ask me a question, I answer. I ask you answer. At the end, people will judge. You know what I'm saying now? Let's continue.
What he was doing has to continue. As we love him so much and we want him to be free so much, it should not be our weakness because the enemy knows that we love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much that they can divert all of our attention to him when we forget about what he wanted.
Thank you.
Which he says is important more than his life, which is the freedom of the Biafran people. So the court case that is going on, I say this as an individual, not as an official. Any person who thinks that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released by court case is incompetent. It's incompetent. Nigerian government will never release somebody by law who he was not arrested by law in the first place.
Thank you.
This is war. If you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu,
are we not saying this? Nigerian government will not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he was not arrested by law. This is what this man is saying. He was not arrested by law. He was kidnapped. So do you expect somebody who is being kidnapped? If these bandits and the kidnappers and Boko Haram, ISIS in West Africa, if they kidnap somebody, it's either they want money or they want an exchange. So you can never expect them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is impossible. It is impossible. Let's continue.
Just like the people of South Africa wanted Mandela to be free. They did not fight that case in court. They know it's a case that they have lost. As a matter of fact, you want that case to be over as soon as possible. And then you get to the real job. Kick Nigeria out of Biafra and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you miss a big opportunity in the last election because the Nigerian intelligence services had huge success in tampering down.
If you are following what I'm saying, if you are following this program, you will know that This point that he's talking about is everything that I have here. You understand? Let me take it back because I love this. I love this so much. If you want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you have to keep Nigeria out of Biafra land. You understand what I'm saying now? That is why I'm here. Chika Kelvin. He said, Nwachineke the Nwachineke that interview him don't even understand the direction the guy is going. That is why I am here, Nwachineke. Nwachineke Chika Kelvin. That is the reason why I am here. And that is the reason why I'm hammering on this issue. To be analyzing it, hammering on it, till it get to their brain to join us with what we are doing. We need to kick Nigeria out of Biafra land to have a space of our freedom. Listen.
And he has put his life already, he has sacrificed that life. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not like you to be focusing yourself on him, but rather he will want you to focus yourself on the program that he has set ruling, because the Nigerian government arrested, kidnapped him because they wanted to stop that program, not him as a person, but what he was doing. So that work he was doing has to continue. As we love him so much and we want him to be free so much, it should not be our weakness, because the enemy knows that we love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much that they can divert all of our attention to him and we forget about what he wanted, which he says is better, is important more than his life, which is the freedom of the Biafran people. So the court case that is going on, I say this as an individual, not as an official. Any person who thinks that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released by court case is incompetent.
Thank you.
It's incompetent.
Thank you.
Nigerian government will never release somebody by law who he was not arrested by law in the first place.
God bless you. This is war. Anybody that thinks that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released by legal system, that person is incompetent. You also say now, that person is incompetent. The leadership of DOS is incompetent. The leadership of DOS is incompetent because they believe that anytime that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will go to court, that is the day that they are going to sit at home. Why did you cancel the first sit at home that everybody buy idea? By now, we would have known where we got, where we are. We could have by now reduced a lot of levies that is coming out from Biafra land, weaken them, because the moment you weaken their income, they will not see money to buy more weapons, because all the money that they are using in order to do what, to buy weapons, come from Biafra land. So once they finish the one they have, you also say now, once they finish what they have, the next thing is this, to be looking. So we need to put them down. We need to put them down. We need to put them down. You know what I'm saying? That is why I'm doing this one-man protest. One-man protest here in Germany, to make sure that I tour around hammering on this issue. Hammering on this issue so that we can be able to get what we want. Let's continue.
If you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like the people of South Africa wanted Mandela to be free, they did not fight that case in court. They know it's a case that they have lost. As a matter of fact, you want that case to be over as soon as possible. And then you get to the real job. Keep Nigeria out of Biafra and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you miss a big opportunity in the last election, because the Nigerian intelligence services had huge success in tampering down the anger of the Biafran people and managing it so much that they have a degree of success.
Who is calling me? Going up,
just in the electoral box, that you have political participation in election. We tried to help, but we were really restrained by respect and protocol. You should never again allow one single.
Did you hear what he said? They tried to help, but they were restrained by protocol. They tried to help because Biafra and Amazonia, they have an agreement to help each other. You know something now? They have an agreement to help each other. He said that they want to help, but they were restrained by protocol. This is where Chinas Amuru comes in, because he is the one is in charge of ESN. They have collected money. Somebody said that they collected $23 million to allow that governorship election to hold in Anambra State. And when they want to help, they were restrained by protocols. You know what I'm saying now? You know what I'm saying now? They were restrained by protocol. They were restrained by protocol. Listen to it again.
Forget about what he wanted, which he says is important more than his life, which is the freedom of the Biafran people. So the court case that is going on, I say this as an individual, not as an official. Any person who thinks that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released by court case is incompetent. It's incompetent. Nigerian government will never release somebody by law who he was not arrested by law in the first place.
God bless you.
This is war. If you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just like the people of South Africa wanted Mandela to be free, they did not fight that case in court. They know it's a case that they have lost. As a matter of fact, we want that case to be over as soon as possible. And then you get to the real job. Kick Nigeria out of Biafra and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you miss a big opportunity in the last election, because the Nigerian intelligence services had huge success in tampering down the anger of the Biafran people and managing it so much that they have a degree of success in the electoral box.
Okay, for the person that restrict this man and his group not to help, oh, if onye anwa, a ga-agbo ya na ndụ. Ọkwa akpụkpọ anụ arụ ya. Ọkwa akpụkpọ anụ arụ ya, a ga-agba ya akpụkpọ anụ arụ ya na ndụ. If you remember in that Anambra election, they trooped in a lot of criminals, terrorists, a lot of luxurious bosses. A lot of luxurious bosses. This man said that they wanted to help. They wanted to help. But they do what? They restrained him. They restrained him. They restrained them not to participate in that. They restrained him not to participate in that. They restrained him. They restrained him. We're going to stop it here. We are going to stop it here, because so that people can be able to watch this program. We are getting to 1 hour now. We are getting to 1 hour now. You know what I'm saying now? We are getting to 1 hour now, so that people can be able to watch this program. We are going to continue it again tomorrow. We are going to continue it again tomorrow, because I am on a one man city protest. Hold on, let me get it correct so that I can pronounce exactly how it is. This is a German one-man city tour protest by Odinkemma N, Nwachineke, a bona fide active member of IPOB, and also an active financial member as well, serving the indigenous people of Afro media, evangelists, and also in music. Evangelist, this is what I'm doing right now. I am doing the work of evangelical IPOB. And the topic is an advice given to HOD of IPOB and also autopiloters. You know something? By Mr. Capo Daniel, the Deputy Chief Defense Officer of Ambazonia Defense Force. Kachukuka, bless each and everyone. Thank you very much, Chika Kelvin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Let me pass this. Let me pass this. Thank you very much. You say that, Odinkemma, please, we are following you and praying for you to keep it up, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shalom.